Are you ready to nerd out? Because I am. Let's talk today about marketing metrics. I know it sounds boring, but it really isn't. Let's talk about meaningful metrics, right? Because not all digital metrics are created equal. Some metrics look impressive, but they're what we call vanity metrics. And they're thrown about just plainly to impress people, right? Let's talk about meaningful metrics. First, let's start with sessions, right? Now, if you don't know the difference between a session and a page view, you're not alone. But a web session is a group of interactions that a user has with your website in a given time frame. A session begins once the user comes onto your website and ends after 30 minutes of inactivity. It's a more accurate number than a page visit. If you think about it, it's all about activity on your website, something that you do want to measure. And it gives you a lot more insight beyond just that plain old page view, right? We can make UX decisions on it. We can make content strategy decisions on it, all based off of how engaged that session is. So sessions are a really important number and a number that you should really get nerdy about, right? The second meaningful metric in digital marketing is, of course, ROAS, return on your ad spend. If you're not measuring ROAS, then why are you spending money on ads? It's a valuable metric for evaluating how effective is a advertising campaign towards your marketing or business goals. We're all in business to make money, and ROAS helps us determine if it was a valuable marketing campaign or not. So, unlike just general ROI, ROAS lets you see the specific impact of ad spending. And a lot of ad platforms, including Meta, has a feature where you can even upload offline conversions and offline purchases, and they can match it back to users that click on those ads, right? Pretty cool, pretty impressive. So start measuring ROAS today. The third metric we'll talk about that you should be nerding out about right now is engagement. We talked about sessions. We talked about how important engaged sessions are. But there's other measurement metrics that are engagement metrics. For instance, Google allows you to measure in a bunch of different events. You can create events and secondary events for measuring things like button pushes, video plays, downloads, PDF scrolls, you name it, you can probably create an engagement event around it in Google Analytics. That way you can measure it. And that engagement can be lined up into an activity funnel, and you can see how people engage with your website throughout the entire lead process, right? Number 4. Another great metric to look at is click-through rate. Click-through rate is the number of clicks that you get from a group of impressions, right? That's the percentage. Clicks divided by the number of impressions will get you click-through rate. Gives you insight into your messages, right? Whether it's an ad message or whether it's your organic SERP, right? You want to see how effective your messaging is to drive people to click on an ad or to click on your SERP. You want to make sure that you're giving your 30-second elevator speech in an effective manner to incite somebody to click and take action. So click-through rate is a good metric to measure. Finally, we want to look at contact to customer, right? We're all in business to make money, as I said earlier, and it's important to us that we want to make sure that the people that we're creating content for, that are entering our database, that are downloading things, that are becoming contacts in our CRM, are actually going through the lead process, becoming a marketing qualified lead, becoming a sales qualified lead, becoming a revenue opportunity, and finally becoming a customer. Because we want to make sure that we're measuring not only how many of contacts become customers, but how long and the steps that it takes to turn them into customers. Understanding this and understanding that timeline can help improve all your messaging, can improve your websites, can improve all your ads, and it truly can help you improve your overall business.